Hi everyone, welcome back to Married and Mike. We're on episode 3. Can you believe that?
Episode 3.
Yeah, I think that's quite an achievement.
It will be if we can get through it and
Yeah.
actually get another episode out.
Well, considering I have to sit next to you and actually talk to you.
There you go again.
People don't know that we don't really
They don't
communicate
know.
well.
They don't know the behind the scenes discussion of how you're supposed to be on your best behaviour.
Oh yeah? And what do you mean by that?
I don't know. It sounded provocative.
Okay, fine. Well guys, we hope you've been enjoying the videos so far. And yeah, we're enjoying creating them for you as well.
Absolutely.
Should we get into it?
Well, absolutely. Let's do
Okay, so what's been on your mind this week?
Naturally, it's coming towards the end of the year. So
Really?
I know, Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
Christmas round the corner.
Woohoo.
So as much as we don't celebrate it, I absolutely love the time of year.
I actually love like the bank holiday vibes, festive vibes, and enjoying celebrating Christmas with our friends who do celebrate. It's always
Absolutely.
nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think people are generally in a bit of a happier mood.
Yeah.
You've had a long slog of a year, hopefully achieved some goals, maybe you haven't, but it's always a good time to reflect and start getting ready for next year, right?
Absolutely.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that downtime, smashing Christmas movies, and then into the new year.
So-
Obviously, New Year's resolutions.
Before we get onto that, are you really excited?
For what?
Booked you to see Santa again this year. Ooh, was I not allowed to make that public? You like to go
Wow.
see Santa, sit on Santa's lap, don't you? And Santa gives you a present. Where would you like to go this year?
See Santa. No, we do it for the kids, don't we?
Yeah, of course we do. We're going back to the setting goals and resolutions for the new year. Do you still do that?
Absolutely.
The whole new year, new me. Let me guess, is one of them going to be going to the gym?
How did you guess?
Because I've been literally hearing that every single year for years on end. You know, they actually say gym memberships are at the highest in January, and then by March it's just like
March?
you're just like all year round though, aren't you?
I was thinking mid-Jan. Couple of weeks, say hello to a few people, make some new friends and shit.
So go and tell me one New Year resolution do you think that
Oh, stop doing New Year's
like-
resolutions.
you
though.
just said you'd still do it.
No, I set goals and stuff, but
Okay.
New Year's resolutions, I don't do them because I don't think I've ever managed to keep one.
Okay, well, do you think you can share a goal?
Yes. Although, well, no, because we've got a couple of projects under the go.
We do.
They're a bit top secret at the moment.
Yeah.
If we told you, we'd have to kill you, and I don't want to go to jail.
No, but we don't want to do that because we need the subscribers, right?
But we could also make them subscribe, and then
Yeah.
no, but then we'd need the watch hours too.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, so you're safe.
yeah, so we do have a few projects coming up, haven't we? All will be revealed very soon. We can't say too much because it's all very much in the early days.
It's very early days, yeah.
No, he has not got a brand deal with Monster yet, but I'm sure that would make his life,
I
wouldn't
think it would. I was supposed to prop a can of Monster here,
Yeah,
just to let them know
yeah.
they're in my thoughts.
Okay. And who gave you that daft idea?
One of your mates.
Oh, I think I know who it was. Stop giving him bad ideas.
So this time of year for you, Amreen, what does it mean? You tell the viewers. Let them get to know you a little bit more.
Well, I tell you what it means for me. It means everyone's riddled with bugs and viruses and everybody's unwell and I just have to play Florence Nightingale to everybody until I get struck down. And then there's no one to look after me. Boo-hoo, I know, feel sorry for me.
Don't look this way.
No, I don't like the short days, if I'm honest with you. I don't like the fact that it gets dark too early, but it is a nice time of the year, just generally, because it's, like you said, approaching towards the end of the year, gives you time to sit and reflect about what you have. And you know, more than anything, I think it's a time to be grateful for what you do have and what you have achieved. I think we spend a lot of time having, feeling that we've not done much, not enough, or having regrets. But actually, I think we've got a lot to be grateful for because, first of all, you know, if we are lucky enough to be in good health, there's nothing greater than that.
Oh, 100%.
Having your loved ones around, making memories, I think it's
Without
great.
a doubt.
Yeah.
Health is wealth. And interesting though, you said grateful to be this time of the year. Most people are continuously chasing a goal,
Yeah.
a dream. If you're that way inclined, I mean, it's not for everybody, right? But if you are, you're always on the chase, always trying to achieve that goal. Do you ever take time out to reflect?
Yeah.
You know, it's. I find it's a nice natural break towards the end of the year.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
I mean, did you ever think, even 6 months ago, that me and you would be setting up our own podcast? I know it's something we've discussed a few times over the years, but we've never really actually found the time to dedicate to it, because we never just wanted to have a podcast. We wanted it to be something authentic and real and things, you know, something people could relate to.
Absolutely.
So that just goes to show, guys, like, just even a few months ago, we didn't think that we would be doing this and finally putting ourselves out there. So if there's anything that's holding you back from trying to achieve a goal in the next year, I would say just go for it.
So yeah, I mean, I hope you, whatever you take from this time of year, I hope people have a good time. I hope if you are a goal setter and things like that, I hope you use it well to sit back, reflect, give yourself a pat on the back. I'm sure you've smashed it.
Yeah.
And good luck to you for the next year, and I hope you achieve much more.
Absolutely.
You know what they say, don't you, Amreen? A rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
Keep crushing it, gang.
So I've got a very interesting topic to discuss today.
You always do.
I think you'll have a lot to say about this. But
okay.
So it's, do we expect too much from our partners compared to previous generations?
Wow.
Told you.
I've got so much to say on this, but I think I can sum it up in one word.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is it that you think is different now to what it has been in the past?
Ooh.
I can think of a few things, but from a male perspective, what would you say? The challenges you think that you might have personally faced, or you know people around you have faced or are still facing.
So, really, I mean, you always say to me I waffle too much, right? But this, I think there's a lot that goes into this to compare early generations to us now, where they were living, lifestyles, number of children they were looking after, working conditions, living conditions, day-to-day life. All these things, I think, play into answering this question. So yeah, I muck about and say, in short, yes. But like, if you look at some of our elder generations that came over first, life was completely different for them.
Yeah.
You know, very much like uprooted their whole lives, moved to another country, barely spoke the language, but knew they were coming for work. And their sole focus was to work, to earn, and eventually go back. I always say this to you, like, in terms of how many people do you think actually wanted to end up staying here and versus how many actually wanted to go back. But nonetheless, I think life was so different then that there were definitely like predefined rules in the house, which again is very much debated these days. The man went to work. And this was certainly common amongst all communities, right? The man would go out to work, women would stay home and work and do housework and look after the children and all that sort of stuff. So could you argue that the expectations were the same then or as they are now? I don't believe they were. I think men and women knew what their role was, and together they would work to keep things moving, to progress. And then ultimately, like, we've been able to build our lives off the back of their hard work that they did early on.
What do you think is different now compared to then?
I think that there's I think relationships are different. I think you can still have well, it's hard to describe them as typical. Nothing is typical, right? Typical is whatever typical means for you. So it's hard to label it like that, but I think ultimately there's more availability or means of access to lots of different things. So you're no longer confined to the home space. You can go out and about, you can choose to do lots of different things outside of the house as a couple and whatever. It's no longer just those defined roles that we talked about earlier. So what do you think is different between then and now?
I think one of the biggest things that's changed is that, women have been empowered to go into education and have careers. Women are now juggling more roles than they've ever have done in the past. And that's, being a wife, being a mother, having your career, whatever that may be in, keeping up relationships, managing relationships on the home. I feel like there's a lot more pressure now on women, especially, to manage loads of different aspects of the life, as well as the marriage.
To what extent, like you say, to manage more? What are those additional things? Like the bit about education, I think absolutely, but I wouldn't say that's like a new thing or just a relatively new thing, because the first it was a woman that opened up the university in Egypt, however many years ago, I can't remember the exact year. So it's not like women have not been educated or not had the chance to be educated and do like business or carry out these things.
Well, that's untrue, because compared to maybe 1960s, 1970s, compared to now, there's a lot more women who have careers, who have been educated,
agreed.
and who are literally driving forces and changing the world. We weren't given those opportunities then because, like you said yourself, they were given these allocated roles of housewives, being mothers, being wives, and looking after the family unit. Whereas now we're able to do that as well as loads of other things.
But what about that period in time then where women were able to do that? Women were doing business, they were doing opening up education centres,
I'm not saying they never did that.
Mm.
There just weren't as many opportunities compared to now.
So do you think there was like a period where it happened and it was all considered normal, and then it kind of regressed where women were just not in those roles or doing those things, and then now it's kind of come back full circle again where they are starting to you see more women educating themselves, working and running a household?
Yeah, that could be a possibility, but I feel like being part of the generation that we're from, having a career is completely normal. But maybe go 3 generations before us, no matter what culture you were from, no matter what background you were from, there were gender defined roles for women, and that was a homemaker and looking after the house. And very few women were able to have careers or be educated. So I think that's changed a lot over the generations. But I also feel like as long as well as women managing all these things, we are, required, and I think this is actually both ways, to provide, the emotional support. People look for a lot more ambition in their partner now as well, compared to what they might have done many, many years ago. And I think that can add more pressure onto couples and also people who are getting to know each other, because people already kind of have these set expectations that they want. So what do you think about the kind of other pressures that people face in relationships now when they're looking for somebody? So for example, the pressures of social media. I don't think we went through that much pressure maybe 10 years ago compared to what it is now.
Yeah, I think with all the apps and stuff out there, I think it's very, I don't know, it can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got like weirdos on these apps. I mean, luckily we didn't have to use the apps, right?
Well, they will let people guessing about that one.
Maybe we did use the apps.
But just, now, as you mentioned the apps, people are looking at a physical picture and they're deciding whether they want to kind of read the information below and swipe. Is it right or left? Whichever way.
I actually don't know.
Swap right, I think. Whereas I feel like it's a missed opportunity to give people a chance to talk to them, get to know them a little bit, rather than just judging them on 3-4 lines and what they look like.
Yeah. But that is modern day dating, right? If you don't put yourself, well, to some degrees, if you don't put yourself out there, you're not gonna meet people. I think, like for me, I think university was probably a good shout in that you could have met somebody there. I mean, I didn't. I met you after, but most people do, don't they? Because then if they don't, then they go into their working lives and then they struggle, or they don't have the social opportunities to meet these people. So it can become hard, and I feel for those people.
But do you not think with social media portraying life in a certain way puts more pressure on people now?
Oh, 100%.
You know, because people only really put out there what they want people to see, and we are an example of that.
Yeah,
we're not going to show them the bickering in between that we're having when you're saying something, and I'm like, no.
We've kicked off 7 times and stopped and restarted recording this.
So, you know, you're only going to show people what you want them to see, not the realities behind. So do you think people are still falling for that?
I think so. I think it's an education piece as well. I think you have to realise that you have to take everything online with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
I think, like, if you did an experiment with yourself and said, I'm not going to look at any social media for a whole year, 6 months, or a year, but I will put myself out there and meet people in different ways. Social clubs, activities, sports.
Social clubs. What are these? Like the working men clubs?
Possibly. Quick few bevies after work. No, but like social environments where you get to just meet people, hang out. You might play chess. You might join chess club.
Or paddle. I think paddle's a great way to meet people.
Yeah.
Because you're playing with people you don't know a lot of the time.
There are way too many innuendos flying through my head right now, and I'm struggling not to.
Go on.
No, I'll save it for the bloopers.
Another thing that I feel has changed over the years is people using terms that might not necessarily be appropriate.
Like what?
Don't worry, this is not me having some sort of therapy session with you.
Go on.
It's certain words that people will come across, like gaslighting, narcissism, you know, words that I use typically like in therapy.
Can I be honest?
People are now using those to describe partners, communication, and I do feel like they are being misused.
I don't know what gaslighting means. I still don't know.
Oh, well, you're lucky enough for me to have never said it to you.
But every now and again when you wind me up, I say you're gaslighting me, and it works.
Yeah.
Because I get a reaction, but I just don't know what it means.
I do think it's a really strong word to throw about, and I feel like people are using a lot of these words without fully understanding what they actually mean.
Guilty.
And I think that it can affect you in a relationship, especially, and definitely affect your communication.
What is gaslighting? I have no idea.
It's a form of manipulation.
Ooh.
Where you're kind of making the other person question their reality or whether what they're feeling is validated or true. And it's actually a form of psychological abuse, and it's a really, really, really strong term. And I do feel people do throw it around a lot more easier. And the reason why I have a problem with that is because of the impact it can have on the other person.
Okay. So obviously, gaslighting is a relatively new term. I mean, I didn't hear it like 10 years ago or whatever. So, how would you describe the behaviour of gaslighting before the term gaslighting?
I think it could just be saying to somebody, "Oh, you're just too sensitive about this," or "Nah,
got you.
You've misunderstood what's happened. That's not what happened," or "You're seeing things in a wrong way," or "You're accusing me of something that's not true." It's kind of invalidating that person's feelings.
Got you. And telling them how they should be feeling as opposed to letting them feel what they want to feel.
Absolutely. It's kind of manipulating what they're feeling and their sense of reality.
Educational too.
Yeah.
I've learned something new today.
But I do feel like a lot of these terms have come from a lot of people are seeking more therapy, which I think is fantastic. But then these terms are being used in therapy and then outside to describe people, and then
So they'll label other people saying you're gaslighting me or whatever, and then therefore it spreads.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And other things that I feel like have come from people being more aware of therapy is using certain words. And this is what people could be doing when they are in a relationship or looking for a partner, is, you know, looking for somebody and saying, oh no, you're too emotionally unavailable. Oh, you've got too much baggage. Oh, you're carrying too much trauma. That could be hindering your your ability of giving somebody a chance to
Yeah,
get to know them.
fair.
I feel like men are accused of this a lot more than women, of being emotionally unavailable. And from a male perspective, what do you think that could possibly mean?
We spoke a little bit about this in the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think it comes down to that thing of like goal orientated, outcome focused, emotions kind of being distracting. But like, I'm not saying, and I think I said it in the first episode too, where nobody's saying ignore your emotions or your feelings, but it's just from that male perspective, like emotion can be a bit distracting, especially when you're goal focused. So you just want to get to an objective, and anything else is seen as a distraction. Could be anything other than emotion as well. That may be deemed as a distraction. So what they want to do is they want to get straight to the point.
But most women do want men who are emotionally available, who are
What does
able
that
to
mean though? What does that mean?
recognize, empathize, show love, care, and be present in that moment in time.
You can be all of those things. Okay, so what do you mean then? Enlighten me and probably a lot of the men that are listening. What do you mean by emotionally available?
So it's just about being open and honest about your feelings, having self-awareness, communicating with honesty. I think it's just really as simple as that.
Do you think? I think men, when they need to be, can be emotional. That emotion might be anger. It might be tears. It might be upset. It might be frustration.
Yeah, but that term of being emotionally unavailable is more commonly used to describe men rather than women.
Yeah, but what specifically then? Because emotion is just a particular type of feeling, right?
Yeah.
So if they're showing frustration, anger, I would say they're emotionally available. It's just men and women show emotions in different ways.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the things that, again, is thrown around with a lot of the other terms that I've mentioned before, and I guess these can hinder a lot of relationships if you let yourself start thinking that, rather than stopping and recognizing what your partner is doing, what he or she is showing you, and how that makes you feel rather than what they're not doing. And I think if you spend too much time focused on what they're not doing, I mean, you can end up with a long list, maybe as long as list as mine.
So, to help me understand this then, if a man or a woman shows emotion, they're emotionally available. Doesn't matter what that emotion is.
Honesty, honest emotion.
I would argue that in that case, and I would argue most men are emotionally available.
Men can be quite closed off in showing emotion, and that maybe is because they don't feel secure enough in their partner to be able to do that.
Controversial take. I feel like women want to say, I want a man who's willing to shed tears and whatever. Because by definition, and I'm more than happy to be told I'm wrong, if you show any type of emotion in front of everybody, your emotions are in check. You're emotionally available, right? Be it, again, like I said earlier, anger, frustration, upset, tears, whatever it may be. If you're showing them, then you're emotionally available. But it might not be in tune with the way a woman would present her emotions.
Well, I think you've mentioned quite a lot of emotions that are perceived in a negative light. You've not mentioned anything like showing empathy, care, love.
Oof, it's about to kick off right now, isn't it?
Those are really important emotions. I don't think men should just be focused on showing anger and, authority and whatever else that comes with that package. I'm talking more about being a lot more open. And I, this, like I said, this is not something that I feel like I've got a problem with or I'm struggling with, but it is a term that is used commonly to not get in a relationship with somebody or close yourself off from someone.
Yeah, I feel like on the defense of men in general, I think it's a bit unfair to say that somebody wouldn't be interested in getting to know them because they're emotionally unavailable. How do you judge that if you don't get to know them?
Well, how do you judge that if they don't show you emotion?
But they are showing you emotions. They're just showing a different set of emotions to in reaction to the same set of events. See, I'm just a prime model of a guy, so I can't imagine you'd have bad to say about me. But
yeah,
cut.
I don't think we're gonna really come to a conclusion on this one. All I'm gonna say is that there are a lot of pressures at the moment on partners right now than there's ever been in the past. And I think that makes it incredibly challenging.
Okay.
And there's so many things in life that we're already navigating. So men, make sure you're emotionally available. That is all I'm going to say.
Slam doors if you want.
So other kind of expectations that I feel have changed over the years is people want romance, they want to be wined and dined more frequently. Women like to be treated nicely and we like nice things. And on top of all of that, we want that financial security as well. Personally, I think it's quite unfair to place all those expectations on one person, on the male. I think back in the days they did live a little bit more of a modest life, whereas now things have changed a lot. And again, social media is a huge factor to play into this, where, we are taking more of a pride in what we're wearing and, we want nice cars, nice houses, nice jewellery, and, a lot of that expectation comes from the man. And I think that can be quite unfair. But I think what is emerging now is women, because they've got their own money and they've got their own careers, they've got financial security themselves that they can bring into a relationship to kind of take off that pressure of the man.
Here. I'm all for it. Makes it easy for us.
There's one thing women do, I'm sure most women want.
Go on.
Romance. Now, how romantic do you think you are?
10 out of 10.
0 out of 10. The least romantic person.
Right. I need to point people to
compared to all, I am going to do that typical compared to all our friends and the couples, you are the least romantic.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
It is the thief. I agree.
So don't compare.
However, I have to plan most events myself.
Be grateful with the ledge that you have.
Yeah. What kind of pressures do you feel like you kind of witnessed, or maybe personally have felt that you found challenging?
I think the pressures that it's all on the man to do certain things.
Yeah.
I think that can be a little bit tough. But then, if you're living within your means, it's not that difficult.
No.
There's not that much pressure. It's when you go beyond them means that's when it can get a little bit difficult.
But with social media, do you not think people have got more opportunities to compare?
Absolutely.
And look at what other people have got and think,
but
I don't
equally,
have that. And
you
that
have
can
to be headstrong.
Yeah, but that can have a really negative impact on your relationship. If you go to your partner and say, so-and-so's got that, I want that too.
Yeah.
And you could turn around and say, well, I'm not in a position right now to be able to do that, or we're not there just yet, or give me more time.
Yeah.
Those unnecessary pressures that maybe weren't there. So just to kind of push you a little bit on this, what do you think then? Who expects more in a relationship? Is it men or women?
I say women, easy. But then I'm going to say that, right?
Yeah.
And you might say men, but I've got my reasons and you've probably got yours. I think
women play a lot more roles than they've ever done. And they probably look for a little bit more support, recognition from their partner than they've ever had to in the past.
Okay.
So, you could just be a little bit more nicer to me. I'll just take that.
So to wrap up that discussion then, I've got a question for the viewers. How many roles do you each play in each other's lives, and do you think there's a bit of swapping and sharing and adjusting to make your lives a bit more satisfying, a bit more complete, or are you going to stick your heels in the ground? Notice how I said heels. That means I'm hinting this at the women. Are you going to stick your heels in the ground and stick to what you believe in and what you're already doing and not swap anything? Be interesting to see what people think about that.
But also I think it's a good opportunity to look at your partner and thank them for what they already do.
Go on then.
Show appreciation.
Go on then.
Be emotionally available.
Absolutely available all the time. So, Q&A time. First question.
Well, let's see how much we actually know each other.
Favourite cuisine of each other. So you're guessing mine and I'm guessing yours.
Okay, this is easy. Easy peasy. Ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. It is?
Pakistani?
Yeah.
Okay, have I got yours right?
Absolutely, you have.
Pakistani cuisine?
Do not tell me.
That's incorrect.
How's that incorrect?
That's not true.
Wow.
I'm going to let you have a little think about
No.
that. It's not Pakistani.
What's your favourite dish?
One of my favourite dishes from the Pakistani cuisine is pilau, but that is not my favourite cuisine.
I've just said it here.
No, that's not my favourite cuisine. Go on, what else could it be?
No, hold on. How can you have a favourite cuisine but the dish not be from that cuisine? So you're telling me it's a different cuisine?
It's one of my favourite dishes. I didn't say it's my most favourite dish.
You go mad for pilau.
Okay, look, it's not Pakistani cuisine.
Well, if it's not Pakistani, then it's got to be Italian.
Ooh, nearly. It's not Italian.
What? I feel like you've not been true to me these past 10 years.
I'm getting annoyed that you actually don't know after 10 years what my favourite cuisine is.
Okay, well, if it's not Pakistani, Italian, then what does steak come under? Brazilian.
It's not Brazilian.
What other cuisines are there? Very simple palates in this house.
Go on.
Indian?
I have no problem with Indian food. I do love a good Indian curry, but it's not Indian.
Right, I'm stumped.
Go on.
What other cuisines are there? Thai?
No.
Am I close?
Nearly. Could be in that part of the world.
Chinese.
Nearly there. Am I going to have to tell you?
Go on. Japanese.
Yes.
Well,
I can't believe you went through every cuisine that exists. Well, you missed a few out. To get to my favourite one.
Tell me your favourite dish.
Gyozas.
Be honest. Get out of here.
Sushi.
Tell me your favourite dish in the world
you.
that you would go for your number one every single time.
Depending on who's made it.
It doesn't matter who's made it. Tell me what your number one dish is. The dish. We don't care for the chef.
Pilau. It's not my favourite cuisine.
Now I get it. Japanese pilau.
Listen, they probably do a form of pilau. Maybe that's what I need to go look for.
That's like me saying, oh, my favourite cuisine is Persian, but I love a good tagliatelle.
You do though, don't you?
It's not my favourite though.
Fine, okay.
So am I getting a point for that?
No.
Well, neither are you then. Next question, 2-part.
Okay.
Favourite Christmas movie?
Yeah.
And favourite all-time movie?
Okay.
Okay.
Favourite Christmas movie?
Yeah. Favourite all-time movie of yours?
I mean, these go hand in hand, so.
Ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. so wrong.
Star Wars. I've never watched Star Wars in my life. You're just trying to take the mick there.
No.
I've never watched Star Wars.
She's a proper Star Wars
I've
nerd.
never watched Star Wars ever.
Tell them about that time you wanted to book flights to America to go to the Star Wars convention. And I said, no, get a grip.
Listen, Home Alone you got right. Did I get yours right?
No, you didn't. Ooh, you've opened up a can of worms here.
Go on.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not?
It's not, but they're always putting it on Christmas time, so people say it's a Christmas movie.
But it's filmed at... What time of the year is Die Hard filmed?
Christmas.
Exactly. But when was it released?
I'm too young to know.
Here's some trivia for the fans.
Go on.
It was released in July. That's why there's a big debate around whether it's a Christmas movie or not. So tell us if you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not.
Okay, honest answer though.
Yeah?
What is my all-time favourite film? It's definitely not Star Wars.
Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham. Because it hits you in the feels.
No.
Go on then. Home Alone and your all-time favourite movie that you love watching again and again and again.
I know all the dialogue, all the scenes.
Yes. Matilda.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, that is it, Matilda.
Oi, when you were growing up, did you think you could move stuff around the room just by pointing at it? Tell me, be honest. You didn't, did it?
You know what I did one? I wanted to teach her like Miss Honey.
Why?
I could go to her little cottage after school and have tea and biscuits.
Should get arrested for that these days. Next question. Favourite chocolate?
Okay. Just one?
All-time favourite chocolate?
If you get this wrong, I'm going to be really disappointed because so far I'm 2 up and you're 0.
How are you two? Wow.
Ready?
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
Yes, you got it right.
Kinder Beans.
And what about for you? No?
No, it's not my all-time favourite.
You'd eat it though, wouldn't you?
It's my dad's all-time favourite is Snickers.
And what's yours?
It's not mine. Mine is that I reach for every single time.
Oh, that really nasty looking one.
No, it's not really nasty looking one.
The one that's a purple wrapper.
No.
I've never had it
Are
in
you
my
thinking
life.
of Picnic?
Yes.
No, it's
I
not a
can't
Picnic.
believe they still sell Picnic.
Milky Bar.
Oh yeah, that's not very nice either. You're literally the only person I know who likes white chocolate. Do many other people like white chocolate out there? He's the only one I know.
Is this where I'm allowed to say if it ain't white, it ain't right?
In whatever context you want to say that in, my friend.
Chocolate.
Okay. Right. So guys, I think I won that. He clearly doesn't know me, my favourite cuisine, my favourite movies.
Cue existential crisis. We'll be kicking off again after this. So. You for not knowing my favourite Christmas movies. Wow.
So guys, we hope you enjoyed that episode. We've clearly learned a lot about how much we need to learn about each other.
True. How much you don't know about me.
Well, it's that time of the year, you know, he was talking about winding down, so maybe he needs to sit and learn a little bit more about me. Be a little bit more emotionally available.
Stop that.
We hope you enjoy the episode. Let us know what you think. Please like, comment and
subscribing.
all right, guys.
Bye-bye.